I have here bogus, illegal, bootleg, unauthorized. Nearly the entire cast of Captain America Civil War. So stand by for a bogus toy review. Yeah, I'm Stu Carter from Atamaii TV, and you guys who know me know the score. Only the toys are bogus, or these are, not the review. Stu is always dead on with his toy reviews. These are from a company from China called OK or Wisdom Park Toys, although they spell it Wisdom Park, but they're most people call them OK minifigures. They got OK logo on the package. Let's have a close look. Okay, from Team Iron Man, it's got Iron Man. Now, the uniform here looks pretty close to the movie. We're going to have to check, but he's got the gold parts on his ribs in the movie, and he's got an angular mount for the arc reactor, right? So we got to check that. War Machine, not in this series, but they've got the Black Widow, Hubba Hubba, Scarlett Johansson, my favorite Marvel character, Black Panther in the movie. He's on Team Iron Man. The powerful, the Vision, or purple guy as I call him. And finally, you've got SpiderMan. Now, see, they messed up because in the movie, SpiderMan doesn't look like this at all. This looks like one of the old comic versions of Spider-Man. If you guys know, you let me know. Tell me in the comments where this uniform came from. But in the movie, he's got blue, and he's got a small black spider. This is not the same outfit. Now, Team Captain America, we got Captain America. We've got Hawkeye, of course. And he's got a new uniform in the movie. Looks like this is very close to the movie uniform. So I'm happy for that. Sharon Carter is on Team Captain America, not shown in these figures. But Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. Did they ever call him the Winter Soldier in the movie? They just, I don't think they ever did. Did they just call him Bucky Barnes, I think? And Ant-Man, he's as big as an ant. So, all right, and what can he do? What can he do? Anyway, this looks like the movie. And they've got Scarlett Witch. There's a problem here, right? I'm thinking if it's Scarlett Witch, her uniform will be Scarlet, which is another word, a fancy word for dark red. This is not dark red. Okay, there's a little bit of a problem there. And then the Falcon. So he's the only guy on Team Captain America that can fly. But they've got Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is pretty powerful. But she's balanced by the Vision. So who will win? Who will win? And then finally in this series, they've got one bad guy who's pretty cool, Crossbones. This guy will probably sell a lot of toys from now and into the future with these high-end collectible guys because he's a pretty bad-looking character. Don't you agree? Let's get these open and look at them. Now, I thought the Vision and Scarlet Witch had a thing going. Didn't they have something going at the end of the last movie? But the Vision's on Team Iron Man and Scarlet Witch is with Captain America. This is part of the tragedy of Civil War everywhere. People against people, friend against friend, family against family. And the Hawkeye, I mean, you gotta like the Hawkeye. You like him, and you want Hawkeye to have his own movie, don't you? I do. I want Hawkeye to have his own movie. And the guy, Jeremy Renner, remember he was in one of the Jason Bourne movies. Yeah, he was a Jason Bourne guy. When Jason Bourne quit, Matt Damon, he said, I'm not gonna do Jason Bourne anymore. I'm a big star. And then they asked Jeremy Renner. He said, "Oh, baby, yeah. Of course you got to do Jason Bourne movie. It's a big deal." So that's cool. I mean, he was pretty good in that movie. Although, yeah, okay, he wasn't Jason Bourne. He wasn't Matt Damon. Not as cool as Matt Damon, but he did pretty good, I thought. Yeah. Okay, so I finished building all these, and I got to say that although they're giving you a lot of accessories in these sets, the quality control isn't really up to snuff. I'll show you. So here's what you get. You get a couple of cards. One of these cards has a promo still, presumably from the movie. And it looks like that's where they got the designs for the figure from the promo photo. And that may be where they got in trouble for a few times in the costumes, which I'll show you. And then you get your pieces parts. Some of them have parts or pieces that you may not think belong. Like there's here, our man's got a gun. The helmets were pretty good. All these guys have got pretty good helmets. The ones that have helmets. See, he's even got a two-piece helmet. I really haven't built him yet. And then you get a little stand, a display stand of various designs, about 3 or 4 designs on a display stand, which is nice. And you get some silly pieces that don't do anything. And then one thing that annoyed me, also, I had problems with some of the arms were deformed. I'll show you that. They had this innovative thing here, this little piece. It's like an extending arm. It's like really light and transparent. And in theory, you put this on the top, and then it fits. And see, it's a little ball up here, so it would fit. And then you put your figure on it, and he can rotate around on the ball and kind of pose, right? Well, let me tell you, I tried several of these. Each of these figures comes with this. This does not fit in. I couldn't get it to fit in at all. I bent a bunch of these up. Also, a lot of these, like the arms, are really hard to get on. I ended up just, I put them flat on a table, on a hard table, and just really ram the figure down on top of the arm. That's backwards, but that's the idea. I would just put the arm down flat on the table and really push hard to press the arm into them. Some of the other parts didn't fit that well either. Well, let's look at each one in turn. Okay, so here's our man. We'll start with him. He's got the cool helmet and his visor that will flip down, and you can see, you know, that's a nice feature for him. There we go. And yeah, a good decals. Now he doesn't have the decals on his arms like some of these other figures, the ones we looked at yesterday from the other company. Nice decals, and he's got 2 faces. I'll turn them around for you. So there's one face, huh? And there's the other. Iron Man. Black Panther, and here's his cards, right? This is the photo from the studio. I don't see any cape there. I don't see a gun either. Looks like he's got claws. I don't see a cape, but they gave him 2 capes. He's got like that Doctor Strange look going. Well, I put the capes on anyway, just to, you know, just since they gave them to me. Yeah, and they gave you a bunch of these silly pieces, and they gave him a gun too. See, why does he have a gun? It doesn't look like he uses a gun. You tell me. I haven't seen the movie yet. You guys tell me. Does he use a gun in the comics or the movie? Oh, well, this is his first appearance, right, in a Marvel movie, so that's always cool. Okay, so Hawkeye, and here's his cards, right? And apparently his uniform did change subtly in this movie from the last Avengers movie. I think this time they just kind of went with blue. I don't see a lot of subtle details on the paint, maybe a little bit. They did give him his quiver of arrows, which is nice, and his bow, trademark bow. That's what Hawkeye's all about, shooting that arrow. And his hair looks pretty blonde compared to the movie. I don't, you know, his hair is a little too blonde. And the new villain, Crossbones. Villains always get a lot of attention. People like the bad guys more than anything. Here's his cards, right? All new bad guy. I think they got him pretty good. They gave him a couple of guns. Looks like he's bad with the guns in the movie as well. It looks like in the movie, though, he's got guns like attached to his hands, which is weird. I think, too, these guns fit. A lot of the guns that came with this set, they don't fit in the hands. So I've got a problem with that as well. But no second face for him. Only one badness to him. And no helmet either. Crossbones. So the Falcon, his cards, right? And it's pretty nice. In this figure, they gave him his wingsuit. You know, it's just like stiff paper, but it's a nice little feature. And he gets a shooter, and you know, a lot of detail on his decal. He's a black guy. He's got his goggles, but no helmet, which I was complaining about the other day too. If you're going to be flying in the air, are you kidding? If you got to ride a motorcycle, which you shouldn't because you're a kid, if you're going to fly, ride a motorcycle, wear the helmet. Ride a bike, you wear a helmet. Well, he's an Avenger, but he's not. He's not a superhero. He doesn't have superpowers. He just has that suit. Once that suit goes down, what has he got? Not much. Okay, so Vision, the purple guy, here's his cards. And yeah, I guess I got pretty good, pretty close on that. And he gets his yellow cape. They gave him a shooter. Why? He's just got things coming out of his hands, right? He's got them beams. And the shooter didn't fit in his hand anyway. But only one face, because he's an android, right? I don't think he's very emotional. You'd have to ask Scarlett Witch about that, I guess. But yeah, Vision. Okay, now SpiderMan. Yeah, and see, here's the card, and here's where that uniform came from. Where did this appear? Was this in some comic? Because they just pulled that out of their butts, I think, for making this figure. It's nothing like what's in the movie. And yeah, no extra face, just the one face, and well, you can't even see his face, right? All you see is that spider mask. And they gave you some weird accessories. Okay, he's got a spider web with a spider in it. Okay, all right, maybe that's kind of cool. And then they give you these two thingies. I guess these are these supposed to be his webs coming? Oh, there's a hand come off, but are these supposed to be his webs coming out of his hands? They're kind of weird, and they don't stay in. See, they don't fit. Okay, it doesn't fit. It's junk. And then look, what is this? What is this supposed to be? There's two of these figures came with this and the web. I don't know. I almost forgot too. Spider-Man's the one that came with the deformed arms. Look, the right arm is messed up, and then the left one I couldn't even use it. So I put they gave an extra right arm, so I put that on there, and it still looks pretty messed up. Poor Spider-Man. Captain America, and he doesn't get a gun, but he uses guns sometimes. And his shield is kind of cool. It's semi-transparent, which is nice. And he's got two heads, and he's got this helmet thing. See, there's another head. There's another face. I said two heads, and then you could put his. He's got hair. There, yeah, he's got hair. See, so yeah, it's all right. Yeah, did I show you his cards? I'm sorry, no. Here, okay, there's the cards. Captain America and Black Widow. There's Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, and the figure. This figure comes with tons of weapons, and of course she's got two faces. I'll show you two. She's got like a machine pistol. She's got two semi-auto pistols. She's got a knife. She's got a hand grenade. She's got a smoke grenade, a walkie-talkie, and two blue things, which I thought might. Well, if they were going to be like from a gun, they would be red, and they don't fit. They don't fit anything. What? Why? I don't know why. It's silly. But let's look at her other face. Here's one face, right? And there. See, she's got a smiley face too. That's nice. The hair is pretty good. The hair kind of, see how it kind of covers the front of her face? That's kind of nice. Black Widow. Okay, Scarlet Witch. And here's the card, and here's where they got in trouble. You see the still photo on this side. It looks like it's a green coat. I think it's possible that the colors got messed up when they transmitted it, or it could be they just picked the wrong photo. Maybe one little scene in the movie she's wearing that jacket, but most of the time she's wearing a scarlet coat. If you guys have seen the movie, if you disagree with me, but I'm looking at the stills from the movie too, and I don't see this. I didn't see this green coat, but that's and then they did. This looks green, but then look, the figure has got a blue coat. Where's the quality control? Yeah, but at least they gave her some fire coming out. You know, that's her thing, right? She's shooting stuff. And so I believe she's got two faces. Let's look. Here's one. Oh, there. There, she's got kind of a kissy face because she sees the Visions come home and she's happy. Okay, so here's Ant-Man. Here's his cards, right? And Ant-Man is there. He's standing on this little mound because I guess when you're Ant-Man, even like a little bit of dust on the floor is like a mountain to you, right? His helmet is one of the better things in this whole set. And he's got two faces. There's one face. And there's another. I guess it's about the same face, isn't it? Yeah. But the little helmet jobby is pretty nice. He's got a shooter, right? But then they give you just like from the from the SpiderMan figure, they give you a web and a spider. And this darn thing. What the heck is this thing? What's it for? Why did they even bother? I don't know. But that's Ant-Man. That's one of the nicer ones in this set. Okay, so the Winter Soldier, and here's his cards. And did I show the back? The backs of the cards? They got the movie logo, which they ripped off. And he comes with a lot of weapons, and he's got this mask respirator thing, but it doesn't fit if his hair's on. And after all, his decal already has the respirator, so then you can put his hair on, and there you go. He came with this big rifle, and the big rifle also has a tripod, which is handy. And he's got some handcuffs, I guess, in case he wants to arrest somebody. And yeah, the Winter Soldier. Okay, that's my look at the Civil War figures. What am I going to talk about next? I don't know. I got a bunch of stuff I never opened yet. Hit that subscribe button and you'll get an alert as soon as I put up another video. So until next time, have a great day.
To kill me, I guess I'm doing okay. I'm lost among the millions, just an empty head filled with the sky. I separated my life between the boring